Hey guys, Zach here with Run Repeat. Today I will be reviewing the Nike Epic React Flyknit 2. The Nike Epic React Flyknit 2 is the second iteration of the Epic React lineup. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to try on the first Epic React Flyknit, but I could say I really do enjoy the second version. So it uses the popular React midsole foam, which is good for cushioned and springy ride. It has all the things you would want in a daily trainer. It's light, it's cushioned and responsive, and it looks good too. So first impressions. At first sight of bringing the shoe out of the box, I love this shoe. It was very light, it had a nice simple design, and the midsole has a cool wavy design, which, I just thought that was pretty cool. So for first impressions, running wise, there was some bad and some good. The shoe felt pretty firm, but felt better as the run went on. The first thing I noticed was how breathable the upper was, which is the Flyknit upper. And depending on how the weather is, it was very breathable, which could be good or bad, but for the 50-degree weather it was just right for me. The next thing I noticed was once I started running was how light the shoe was compared to like the Vomero 14 or like the Pegasus 35, something like that. I think it's 8 ounces for size 9 compared to other shoes, which is like 10 to 10 and a half. Yeah, the first thing I noticed was how light it was, and for the weight to cushion ratio, it was one of the most surprising and best features about the shoe, in my opinion. The upper of this shoe was a one-piece Flyknit upper. It was my first time trying Flyknit, and I really did enjoy it, and I could see why Nike has it on its top racers. It's very breathable and very light. I do appreciate the well-engineered upper. It also features a very good heel cup. I don't know if you could see it right there. You could kind of see it. One thing though is it had no cushioning, which I felt it could have been better with a thin piece of cushioning, but it didn't bother me as much as I thought it would, having no cushioning, but it was very supportive. One complaint I had was that the Flyknit doesn't do a good job adjusting to narrow feet, because when you adjust the laces, I don't know if you can see, but it causes the tongue to fold up just because the Flyknit doesn't adjust very well. But it didn't do anything performance wise. It just looks very unappealing. Another little thing is the tongue doesn't have any layer of cushioning, which could cause irritation from the laces. Those things being set aside though, I really enjoy the Flyknit material, and I think it's very well engineered. In terms of durability, at first I was definitely concerned that the outsole durability wouldn't last very long because of the exposed midsole that goes from here all the way to here, which is, I'd say, 70% of the midsole. Nike claims the shoe could last 400 to 500 miles, with a lot of sources I've seen saying that the upper limit is 650 miles, which definitely is a lot. You could definitely get a lot of miles in this shoe. And if that's true, and it's a very good thing, and obviously, the midsole doesn't affect it that much, being exposed as it is. I will say, as the miles went on, the wear of the foam definitely slowed down a little bit. 50 miles, there was definitely noticeable wear of the midsole, but it hasn't really gone much worse than this. And I've ran, I think, about 110 miles in this, and it's not as bad as I definitely thought it would have been. But the midsole being worn, I don't think it affects the ride that much, and I don't think it'll affect her until a couple more 100 miles when it's fully gone, and the rubber too, but it'll probably just affect the traction. So in terms of comfort, the shoe is probably one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever had, in the sense that it gets more comfortable as the run goes on. The React foam definitely gives a cushion but responsive ride. On runs, the shoe felt super light on foot, and the best thing about this shoe, in my opinion, hands down, is the weight to cushion ratio, which is a very rare thing when it comes to high mileage trainers. The Epic React, it weighs just 8 ounces for a pair of size 10, which is 1 to 2 ounces less than a typical daily mileage trainer. Of course, that comes with some, sacrifices and discrepancies, such as no midsole right here, which could add a couple ounces. The shoe does have a break-in period the first couple of runs, and it will cause a little discomfort like it did for me, as it is very firm out the box. One problem I heard about before purchasing the shoe, and I believe I experienced it, was the foam getting firmer in colder weather, which I believe I experienced on the colder days, especially below the freezing temps. But once I ran on the treadmill or on an indoor track, it felt a lot softer and a lot more cushioned. This shoe might have a little too much cushion for speed runs, but overall this shoe is perfect for a variety of runs. And personally, my favorite runs in this were fartlegs or tempos. Longer days felt fine, but I definitely like the lightness of the shoe for the little faster runs, but nothing like speed work like 200s or 400s, but like 2 mile tempo, 3 mile tempo, even like 4 to 5 mile tempos, the shoe definitely felt good. So price, the retail price of this was $150, which could be a little pricey for a shoe, but for a shoe that could last 400 500 miles, as Nike suggests it can, then the price isn't too bad. If you truly plan to use it well, I think it's definitely worth it. I would definitely buy this shoe again. So what I like about this shoe, I really do like this shoe for many reasons. It's cushion, lightweight, responsive, and it looks really clean too. It's really simple, which I really appreciate. Probably one of the best things about this shoe is, about Nike shoes in general, is they probably have the most modern looks of every shoe brand, and the shoes look fast. And some people don't care about that stuff, but I like my shoes to look, kind of cool, a little good. The only problems I have about these shoes are the little discrepancies, like I said, like the wide upper, the folding of the tongue, the lack of rubber, But those things I think are little compared to the benefits, and I think the good definitely outweighs the bad. This shoe is almost everything you would want in a daily mileage trainer. So why you should buy this shoe? I believe you should buy this shoe if you are training for anything up to, from 5K up to a marathon, or if you just want a solid, good daily trainer on the more cushion side. Once again, it's cushion, lightweight, responsive, and it doesn't look too bad either. It's a do-it-all trainer that will definitely not disappoint you. If you like this video and you like this review, check out RunRepeat's YouTube channel and website for many more.